So I'm performing a little test here with the Fancy Feast alcohol stove, and on previous campouts I've actually experienced some stability issues when you're putting it potentially at an angle, or if it's on a pile of leaves or debris or whatever that are unstable, and the Fancy Feast not having any way to secure itself to the ground will often tip over. Yes. Out cooking on the Fancy Feast. And working on doing some Packet Gourmet Texas State Fair chili. Watching the Fancy Feast crank up here. There was no priming necessarily. It immediately went off. Only problem I'm worried about now here is I have not balanced it all that well. So if I lose all my water, rookie move on my part. So I had to work on the stability issues. So here I am actually cooking, boiling some water on an incline, and what I've done is I simply started the Fancy Feast, and I've got my titanium windscreen in, and I've taken very lightweight titanium stakes and pinned in the windscreen. So you can see I have them on 3 sides. And I'm just testing to see if that will securely prevent the pot from toppling. Those titanium stakes I took and even cut down and made them smaller and even lighter weight, but just 3 stakes I think is doing the trick. You can see this pot is actually on an angle and it's leaning into that windscreen. That's what I wanted to test, and it looks like it's working quite well. Once the pot reaches a boil, that'll really be the test to see if it balances and continues to balance. But so far, looks like it's working great. And here's how easy it is to pick up the Snow Peak 900 with the titanium stakes around the windscreen, and the Snow Peak 900 back down, and it's secured very nicely with those stakes. The other thing that's nice about these 3 titanium stakes is it serves for added wind durability. If I was ever in higher winds, and I've had this happen too, the windscreen is so lightweight, it's titanium, it'll blow right away. So in higher winds, these 3 titanium stakes that are pinning in the windscreen, that's one of the stakes right there. It's pinning in the windscreen, and that would dramatically increase the durability of the pot in higher winds. And those titanium stakes are very lightweight and very durable, so I think this is a fantastic solution. Another thing I'll show you here is I purchased the 4Dog Stove titanium aftermarket stove pot for the Snow Peak 900, and I absolutely love it. So thumbs up to 4Dog Stoves for doing this. The first thing I did though is I actually modified and they do a really nice wood pot handle at the top here, and I modified this just to put in a stainless steel wire. And the reason why I did that is it lowers the weight. I was a little nervous about the wood over time, the durability of the wood, and I needed something flat because the way I carry my pot is inside of a Cuban fiber stuff sack, and I wanted it to be flat on the top with nothing protruding. And so everything inside that titanium pot is highly protected in my pack. I can throw it in there without any worries of any damage being done, but I needed that to be flat. And plus, oftentimes when I'm out in the field, I like these little, just simple little stainless steel wire loops, because I could take this off and I can hang it on a stick. We could hang it on a tree or something, you know, something next to me while I'm seeing what's in the pot, and then I can immediately put it back on. Plus, with the little porthole where the screw went, you can see when it starts steaming through there, and you know when your water's boiled, so I don't have to take off the lid a whole lot for that to happen. So, and you can see the Fancy Feast is doing its job nicely and fast, as I would expect it to be, which looks like this little arrangement with the titanium stakes is working. So that's good for me. I was about to trade off and go back to my Vargo, because the Vargo has no stability issues, because it sticks actually down in the ground with its three-prong stand. But the Fancy Feast beats it from a no priming, no fuss, and very efficient boiling standpoint. I can boil water easily 4 to 5 minutes, just the amount of water that I would typically use for cooking a meal, and it really works. It's fantastic. It even works in very, very cold, when I've had the other stoves that require priming to be very fussy, finicky. This thing has no issues. So I'm actually quite happy that this little three titanium stake for Stability Solutions is working.